setbacks, if one word would be rejection. You gotta get used to rejection. Even with commercials, of course, kakasting ka, my final casting, you'll get shortlisted. At the end of the day, you can be chosen or you couldn't be chosen. Diba? So you maybe from the very beginning you gotta get used to rejection. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It's just you're not the person or the look or the whole vibe that they're looking for.
Hi, good day, truth seekers. Welcome to the Unspoken Truth with DGY Academy. I am Christelle.
And I'm Samantha, and we are here to fuel your curiosities. Dive with us as we uncover the unspoken truth of people from different walks of life.
Hi, Sam. Kamusta ka naman ngayon?
Hi, Miss Christelle. Actually, I'm excited because I know we'll be unraveling a new inspiring story for today's kwentuhan.
I know! Alam mo, kanina ko pa sinasabi, like sa mga interns, guys, please help me kasi I don't know kung ano mangyayari ngayon. But yeah, I am very excited for this episode kasi nga we have another guest for today. And so yeah, without further ado, let me introduce our guest. He is an actor. To name a few, his television programs include Wag Kang Mangamba, Pamilya Ko, Be Careful with My Heart, and Maalaala Mo Kaya. And aside from posting promotional contents on his social media accounts, he also posts tips and motivational messages. And that being said, we welcome our guest for today's episode, Mr. Micah Muñoz. Gandang araw po, sir.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Good day, good
Hello,
afternoon, good
sir.
evening, whenever people will be watching. Para
Good
covered lahat.
afternoon, sir. Ayun, siguro first question to ask. Siguro, can you give one word that would best describe the whole pandemic experience as of the moment? Like first word or first adjective that comes to mind. What is
Uh,
it?
First word of the pandemic, what it has brought about. I mean, for the whole world, I think I would say awakening.
Oh, so siguro po in a brief sentence or like an explanation, can you elaborate more on as to why parang for you it's an awakening experience.
It's an awakening experience because people started to realize what really mattered in their lives. It's the simple things. It literally is a rude awakening that we don't need so much, and of course we got to take care of not just about our health but also the whole world. Told you guys, I'll keep it light. Really deep, very quickly.
Okay, sir. Well, alam niyo po, maraming nang may alam. Like, you are an actor, of course. Gagaya nga ng sinabi ko sa introduction a while ago. But we wanted to know, like, the behind the scene, kung ano po yung nangyari in the past. Like, was this profession rooted in your childhood po ba? Or bigla na lang may nakilala po kayo na nagka-casting na, tas kinuha po kayo as an artist for this show?
Oh, wow, this is gonna be a pretty long story, but I'll try to keep it short. Uh, Rooted in childhood, maybe because as a kid, I was already makulit with things. I would prank everyone in my family and also my friends. Uh, that maybe that's why I'm not because I would lie to prank, but I would act to prank, if that makes sense. But acting is a different passion, but I can say I just really love telling stories, whether I'm part of the story or I'm behind the story. I mean, because right now I'm more of a director than an actor. I spend most of my time now behind the camera instead of being in front. So yeah, I just love telling stories.
Siguro po, follow-up question din po with regard to what you said. Do you think parang that was a good start na parang nagsimula po kayo sa showbiz and now you're into directing? Do you think parang that was a good shift or you dreamt of like any parang pathway pa aside from like acting?
When I started doing commercials, I really wanted to be a director first, and then uh, acting, of course, just came about because of being in theater and doing commercials. It's just I guess the second step. Uh, Kasi before, way back when, when it was my wow, again I'm gonna sound old. My generation, when you do commercials, your next step, if you're gonna take it, would you'd go into showbiz. So pretty much that's how it went about, from commercials to showbiz to now, still in the industry, but uh, behind the scenes and back to my origins, I guess. Kasi commercials. Now I'm directing commercials, so it's a full cycle.
Yes po 'no. So you've mentioned na marami po kayo pinagdaanan bago kayo, napunta sa kung nasaan man po ngayon which is into directing. And for sure, marami din kayong mga naharap na setbacks and, parang shortcomings din, along the way. So, gusto ko lang din po sanang malaman rather, na kung ano po ba yung mga pinagdaanan ninyo and parang how were you able to, overcome it, paano niyo siya mas hinarap, as a person na nasa show business?
Uh okay. I'll keep it brief, but you know what? That's fine. Let's talk about it. Uh, when I started with commercials, the next step nga sabi ko kanina was to go into showbiz. I would actually get calls already from networks before. Would you like to try it out? But I was still in school, and I would respectfully decline. But when I wanted to penetrate the industry already, as take that second step, uh, it was I could say it was already difficult because yun nga, I already said I politely declined already from the beginning, and then now that I wanted to penetrate the industry, it was I can just say it was challenging. It wasn't as easy as the offer was given. So I really had to, I guess, prove myself that I belonged in the industry. Uh, so I guess setbacks, if one word, would be rejection. You gotta get used to rejection. Even with commercials, of course, kakasting ka, my final casting, you'll get shortlisted. At the end of the day, you can be chosen or you couldn't be chosen. Diba? So maybe from the very beginning, you got to get used to rejection. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It's just you're not the person or the look or the whole vibe that they're looking for. I guess.
Ayan, siguro po, I would just like to ask a follow-up question lang din po before tayo mag-proceed din sa next question. Kasi I myself, I'm still attending school and personally, parang ang hirap talagang pagsabayin yung doing internship and doing school works. Pero kayo po, parang you were able to parang manage and then para talagang prioritize nyo po siya bago po talaga kayo nag-take nung step no going to showbiz. Siguro if I may ask, parang ano po ba yung parang deciding moment na naisip ninyo na okay, so I should take the next step to show business. Kailangan ko nang i-pursue ko na talaga yung gusto ko. Meron po bang ganong parang notion sa isip nyo during that time?
I never really saw myself in an office. It's not for me. I mean, I did corporate life for a while, but I wasn't also in the office. I want my own time. I want to control my own time. So yeah, being in the industry is my escape, I guess. It's an escape from. Oh, okay, ito na lang. I'll rephrase that. Being in the industry, you're sort of in a bubble. uh, your world is different from it's not your regular 9 to 5. So every day is like you're playing a game. For me, yeah, for me, you're playing a game because you're stepping into a different character, it's a different role, and then after the end of the day, you just turn it off, go home, sleep. So it's fun. It's not as glamorous as you would think it is when you're in that world, because sa mga nag-iisip dyan na madali ang maging artista, hindi. It's a lot of work, a lot of crazy hours, especially before the pandemic. Uh, there would be days that we would shoot 24 hours, 26 hours, it's tiring. It's tiring, but rewarding and fun.
Absolutely.
Ako sir, just to add lang, just an additional question. You mentioned na is it hard, but it's fun. But what keeps you going? What keeps you doing the same thing po all over again?
Uh, it's because it's not the same thing all over again. Because it's really it's different. Uh, Especially for me, being a character actor. You're not the same. Especially for the mga bida, diba? They pretty much play the nice guy, the nice girl, kawawa naman this guy, or this guy so in love with this girl, and being the character actor, I can be the villain, I can be the friend, so I really get to play around with the character or roles that I play with. So it's just fun. It's crazy, but it's fun.
Given all these challenges and the setbacks that you mentioned, sir, parang we also want to know, like, if ever you encounter to see yourself, the younger self of you, what would be your message or advice for yourself and for the future generation who wanted to take the same path as yours po?
uh, if I were able to talk to my younger self, uh, I would say, iwasan mo yung babaeng yan. Hindi, I'm kidding. No, no, no. I, I would say, I, I would say, be wiser with your money. Uh, Invest, and not just invest your money, but also invest in people. Uh, Especially for the others that are watching now. Be wiser with your money and invest not just in yourself and also your money, but also invest in people. Invest in authentic relationships, and I don't mean just uh, relationships like romantic relationships, but invest in real friendships. Uh, yeah. it can get really deep, so I'll tone it down. Just ask away, guys. Just ask away.
Natawa, natawa ako dun sa iwasan na yung babaeng yan.
Oh,
I
I'm
was
pretty sure.
wondering who's that girl.
Mm, no, it's for the guys out there. I'm pretty sure they know what I'm talking about. Some girls can be trouble, and I don't mean you guys, huh? But some girls can be trouble. They can lead some good guys astray.
Any follow-up question for Sir Micah?
Ako, I wouldn't ask who that girl is para po sa inyo, no? Pero siguro, last question na lang din po, before we end the discussion. Gusto ko lang din pong malaman na sa lahat siguro ng parang pinagdaanan ninyo from from acting to now that you're directing, ano yung isang major lesson na sa tingin ninyo mababaon ninyo all throughout your journey, even after directing, if in case na mas piliin ninyong pumunta sa ibang path or nandun na kayo sa next chapter ng buhay nyo, ano yung isang bagay na babaunin nyo po?
Isang bagay na babaunin ko and will always be my baon would be my faith. Uh, whether I be in acting or directing or wherever, I mean, we all have to have faith in God, right? I mean, one, faith that di tayo pababayaan, faith that we've been put into this situation or position for a reason, and we're there for a purpose, and hindi kaya tayo nandun kasi we'll be equipped in the situation, and then we're there. We may not be ready, but during that process we'll be ready to move into whatever it is that we're supposed to do, right? So my faith, and yeah, that would be it.
That is very inspiring. Thank you for that message, sir. I personally learned a lot. I mean, natawa talaga ako dun sa iwasan mo yung babae na yan.
Oy, sana hindi yun yung makuha niyo throughout the day. I was just kidding. But yeah.
Well, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for accepting your invite. We know how busy you are, and thank you for your time today. But before we end, we want to know where can our listeners find you po?
I'm mostly just on Instagram right now. That, and I'm training for future races because yeah, I don't know if you guys know that I'm also a runner. Um, yeah, once the world opens again, at least we're not starting from zero. So yes, do follow me on Instagram, which is Micah Muñoz. It's right there, right there.
Yes, that is on the screen. Follow your sister. Okay, well, I guess that is for our episode for today. I know our truth seekers are looking forward for the upcoming guests that we will invite for the program. Believe me, we are also sharing the same enthusiasm that you're feeling right now. Di ba, Sam?
Yes, ate. And this has been DGY Academy. To know more about our future guests and events, you may follow us on our Facebook page, DGY Academy, and Instagram at the Gohoy Academy. Fuel your curiosities, be motivated daily.
Again, this has been Unspoken Truth with DGY Academy. Have a great day and stay safe. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Thanks.